Saturday, October 4th. It is 7:12 in the morning. We just got out here and parked the side-by-side at the trailhead. We are back for elk this week. There's a big cold front moving in tonight, and it's supposed to snow out here 3 to 5 inches tomorrow. So we're going to hit it hard today and make some tracks and see what we can find. I'm not solo today. I have my buddy Red with me, so hopefully if we get something, we can have some help on the pack out. Stay tuned. Well, I'm sitting here up at the trailhead where we parked the side-by-side, talking to my buddy Red about how difficult it's been hunting in here, and talking about where the elk might have gone up over the top of this mountain and down the other side. And I look out, and there's 35 to 40 head of elk in that first field that we get into. So my buddy's back there making sure the gates are closed behind me. Just about jogging down this first incline. And once we hit the bottom, I'll really start running, trying to get over there and get ahead of them and figure out where the hell they're going. But man, already got some crazy excitement going on this morning. I wasn't able to see if there were any bulls in the group, but I highly doubt that there's just all cows, so we're gonna be in the action today, I have a feeling. It's only gonna be a high of 57 today, and on the way in, we didn't pass a single other vehicle, which is really rare, so it looks like we have the entire spot to ourselves and 30 to 40 head of elk to play with. So super exciting. I'll put this away so I can start making some more tracks. Down here, right below where that field is. I'm just trying to sneak through here. Still move somewhat quick. I'm just taking note of where the wind is at. So when I pop up on the edge of that field line, hopefully I'm downwind from the elk and somewhat close. Try to get him on camera the best I can. I just got up here into the field, and those elk are nowhere to be found right now. So I'm just creeping along the edge here, where I can see around the corner, hoping that I can see them. Very far. There's no way that they would have winded me, but it did take me 15 minutes or so to get over here, so a lot can change in 15 minutes. See if I can't peek around the corner and see if there's any elk in this field still. If there is, there's a really good chance I can make a play on them, just because I can sneak along this tree line and have the wind in my favor. There's no elk in the field at all. I'm gonna backtrack and get my back and go over to where I last saw them. Try to backtrack them. They gotta be close. I don't think they would have moved that far in 15 or 20 minutes, so get back to my pack and run across this field, and hopefully I can catch up to them and at least figure out which way they went. Time will tell. This is fun. Alright. So I was just about to pick up my pack and put it on, and then the elk started cow calling straight across the field from me. So I'm gonna give it a minute here, wait for them. I think they're gonna work up and over the ridge. So I'm gonna give it a minute to make sure that I have enough trees in between me and them to run across this field. And then I'm going to slowly start sneaking up, see if I can't catch up to them. But really good sign so far. There's elk moving. We've got elk close by, so it's getting exciting. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we lost those elk from this morning. Went down and tried to find where they were. I couldn't find it. So we came back up to the top of this ridge. Me and my buddy were standing there talking. All of a sudden we heard a bunch of crashing over in this thick stuff. Kind of think that it was elk that got startled from something. Not exactly sure what. But the wind is in our favor, so we're gonna try to sneak through this stuff and see if we can't find where they went down the mountain. It's super thick though, so it's really hard to stay quiet going through here. Following fresh elk tracks. We just came up this really steep portion behind me. And we're now up, just kind of working through some of this bedding cover. I've seen it in the past where the elk like to bed up here during the day, and then they go down to the fields at night, so we're working our butts off trying to make something happen here. We've already gone a little over 5 miles miles today and 1,500 feet elevation gain. So we're getting a good workout in for sure. Hopefully we can make something happen here. That might be the tallest rub I've seen since I started hunting out here. Look at this. It's basically stretched out all the way up to that. It's crazy. There's a big bull around here somewhere. Hopefully we can find him. So we got all the way up top here through the bedding area. Didn't see anything, so we're going to turn around and go back. It's beautiful in here, but there's just not a lot of sign. Everything that we saw for sign was down lower, so we're going to turn around and go back down this ridge and come up with a game plan. Hopefully we can bump something out of that bedding area, but the temps dropping, the storm's coming in. Hoping for the best. Oh, we got back to the field that we started it, where we saw the elk this morning. And I dropped my pack off. Now I'm just going to make a big loop up in here, just to try to make sure that the elk didn't just hang out where we last saw them at. It's real thick in here, so could have walked right around him and we probably never would have even seen him. But I'm just going to make a small loop. We'll see what happens. If not, we'll go back to the field and sit there while there's still daylight and see if anything comes out. Well, there was nothing coming through that thick bedding area, so I did find where the elk came into the field this morning, so I'm going to try to find out if they might have doubled back, look for some fresh tracks. Still got a couple hours left of daylight. So far there's only been a real quick rain squall that came through. It's not supposed to start snowing hard until later tonight, so hopefully this cold weather will have them on their feet for the evening and lay eyes on one and put a stock on one. Well, we just made it back to the side-by-side and couldn't exactly find where those elk left the field at. There's just so many tracks down in there, it's hard to tell. So we elected to hike out of there, and we're going to go hit a glass point here for the the last couple hours here of daylight, and hopefully if we see something off in the distance, we can run right over to it and make a play on it and get a shot at something. This is probably going to be our last weekend out here for elk in archery season, since antelope season with a rifle starts next weekend. So it's probably what we're going to be doing next weekend. It's probably going to be a combination of rifle antelope hunting and archery whitetail hunting. So make sure you tune into that. Well, everyone, we're back at the truck. Unfortunately, my camera died when we got to that other glassing spot, but we sat there and glassed for about 30 minutes before a snow squall moved in and kind of cut our visibility. So it was already getting dark at that point, so we just elected to go back to the truck and call it a night. But yeah, kind of a disappointing end to a really hopeful start to the day with seeing all those elk first thing, and just never really able to catch up to them. We tried, we gave it our best effort. I think we went about 8 miles today. So yeah, that's just kind of how it works sometimes, especially hunting public land. Next week, like I mentioned, we are looking like we're going to have a combo whitetail and antelope hunt. It's opening day for rifle antelope. My buddy has a tag, so I'm going to go try to help him. And while we're out there in the same area is where I hunt whitetails too. So might hop on over to there if we don't see any antelope and try to go from there. But thanks for following along. I really appreciate it. Feel free to like and subscribe if you like this content. Yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.